Okay, let's hear it.
Brother, you forgot to at me in the video, dumbass. Ah, yes, because mothers living in states that ban abortion nearly 2 times as likely to die during pregnancy, childbirth, or soon after giving birth, compared to mothers living in supportive states where abortion was legal and accessible is very caring about life. You skipped half of the video.
If you care about life, you fight just as hard for affordable childcare, healthcare, parental leave, or adoption. These people always bring up the fetus. Like literally, notice how the woman's health, trauma, or financial reality is rarely even part of their argument.
We'll talk about the fetus because abortion directly and immediately affects the fetus. That's not ignoring women. That's staying on topic. You don't ask people debating animal cruelty to suddenly start talking about climate change. Different issues, different conversations.
What are you on about, buddy? Women also get affected from not having an abortion. Trying to say animal abuse and wanting them to also talk about climate change is the same as pro-life people should talk about women. It's the dumbest shit I have ever heard.
Nobody denies that women are affected by pregnancy or by not having an abortion. That's obvious. But that doesn't erase the fact that there are 2 lives involved. Even the American College of Pediatricians, not a religious group, states that biologically, a new human organism exists at fertilization. That's why the fetus stays part of the argument, because science confirms it's a human life developing, not a potential one. And yes, women face health risks, but the data shows over 90% of abortions are not for medical emergencies. They're for financial or situational reasons. 𝒂𝒊𝒃𝒂𝒕𝒆 Institute.
Say it again. I'm a lying piece of shit, daddy.
Say it again.
I'm a lying piece of shit, daddy.
Say it.
I'm a lying piece of shit, daddy. I'm a lying piece of shit, daddy.
Yes, health risks do happen a low percent of the time, but does that really matter? I also never said that the fetus isn't a part of the argument. You talk about how it happens less when it doesn't do anything. Also, you didn't say anything about the mental state of the woman. You are talking about them like it's a one-time thing and would never happen again. Going on and on and on about how they do care about the woman, but you don't even talk about how most pro-lifers don't even talk about the woman during their debates.
Saying pro-lifers don't care about women because they focus on the fetus is just your dumbass not using basic reading comprehension that we learned from 2nd grade. If pro-life really was about protecting both the unborn and supporting the born, especially mothers and children, you'd expect stronger social safety policies in those states. Instead, the data shows the opposite.
You skipped half of the video, brother. So how about you force on the woman first and lower the death rates of women dying of childbirth before getting onto the fetus? Also, this isn't just me saying this. Some pro-lifers don't care for the child after it's born.
What about fetuses? You mean unborn children? Definitely. What about after they're born, children? No. What about giving them food so they don't go hungry? No. Or paying for their health care so new parents don't go into medical debt when they have a kid? Definitely not. What about free daycare so their parents can return to work and build our American economy? No. Raising children is supposed to be hard. Why would I waste money on the next generation?
And what's also funny is the fact she blocked me, but still lost the argument about how abortion is not murder, could have just admitted that your dumb logic wasn't viable.
He is talking all of this shit, but meanwhile within my TikTok DMS.
Because your lack of brain cells started it, and you also dodged the question when I have gave you plenty of evidence. So you can do the whole world a favor and delete that video, and maybe do research before posting bad shit.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I started it because you DM me on TikTok. If you are ever going to make a reply video to me, at least make it good and give proof. This has to be the worst debunk video ever. Anyways, you can come to my DMS and debate there, or we can keep this video to video debate up for 50 more videos.